How do you charge for that? How do you let the customer know that it's not a lack of knowledge, that it's not a lack of experience, it's just the nature of the issue? Right now it's doing the fault. It's giving me a shift to park. The vehicle is in park. Put the key in the slot for the key fob. Pushing the ignition switch. So everything lights up. Vehicle's in park. And foot on the brake. And try to start this. We get a shift to park. And we can generate a VIN, which means my scanner cannot connect with the vehicle right now. No communication diagnostic would need to be performed, and that might lead us to the cause of our no crank, no start condition, intermittent. With my scope connected, I was able to capture a bad signal on the cam high and low right about this time. Then it improves, but when you look at the overall frame, we can start to notice that when the signal got better, it's only for a split, a couple seconds, then it gets worse. So it's not enough for the computer to develop a clean communication. There you go. We can see on this area how the signals, they do not mirror each other. They're completely different, and that's where we're having our problem. Based on my understanding of how the system works and how we can diagnose it, we need to pull out a wiring diagram of all the modules in the network and start disconnecting them one by one until our signal improves. The problem with something like this is that the problem is intermittent. So you could start disassembling and the signal comes back, to a good waveform, and we start having communication before you even got to the point of finding the problem. Then what do? You bring out the car out and try it out for a couple of weeks until it starts doing it again, bring it back into the shop and continue? How long does that take? But the fact that it's intermediate, that's what makes it really difficult, not impossible, but very difficult to diagnose and to present to the client of why the cost is the cost to diagnose that car. How do you charge for that? How do you let the customer know that it's not a lack of knowledge, that it's not a lack of experience, it's just the nature of the issue? I'm curious to know how you guys deal with this type of scenarios. Let me know in the comments. How do you talk to the customer? How do you present this type of situation? How do you charge for it? I'm really curious to know your input. This is Angel from J&R. Thank you. Bye.